So the next game we're going to be looking at is Grind Skateboarding, which came out on the 15th of June 2021 and is developed and published by Kimi Karri. So one person looks like they developed this game. And yeah, it looks interesting. Very basic graphical style. That's fine. But it all depends on how it works. Now, it seems like this game only works with a controller, which is interesting. But it'll be yeah. I don't know what this is going to be like, if I'm honest. It's going to be, this is a, when I look at these trailers, it's not really giving me much to work off of. There is a park creation part of the game, which looks interesting. So we'll try and see if we can have a little go with that. And it seems like Grind Skateboarding requires a controller to play. You can't play it with a mouse and keyboard, so just keep that in mind. Price point, £7.19. I don't know. What's that, like $10 for Americans? I don't know if that's steep or not. I'm going to have to play it for myself and gather whether or not it's worth that much from just playing. So here we are. So there it is. So when you play the game, you're greeted to be right into the game. And that's always good. That's always a nice thing. Thank you for this game. Thank you. I always like it when... Is there a particular reason why you're just not working? So for some reason, the game has decided that it's making a sound that I'm selecting something, but it's not actually allowing me to select anything. Very good. This is one of the things I don't like about PC games. It really irritates me. I want to play games like this. I want to support games like this. I bought this game, right? I own this game. But can you please add the ability to go into windowed mode? Can you please give the ability to not have this game in full screen? If the Video Kid can do it, which, Video Kid, you click on it, it comes up with a little thing asking you what resolution you want, what graphics you want before you play, and do you want to launch it in window? I'd rather you do this, personally. I would really rather you do this, because it is just an absolute irritation of mine for a game not to have that ability. So, because then you have stuff like this. Oh, there we go. Good, fine. All right, there we go. Just saying, with OBS, when you have to use the game capture source instead of the display capture source, quite often you have to keep resetting it. But if I Alt-Tab out of this, it's going to cause issues. And by the way, there you go. If you go into the graphics, it doesn't give you that option. You do have a little bit here, but not much. I would prefer a ability to be able to go into windowed mode, but whatever. What's the controls got? So the controls give you an idea. So what are we looking at here? Okay. I like how the controls give you some controls. So what button, what thing do I have to use to move? It doesn't tell you, does it? That's the point I'm making. Right, so let's create our character, which I don't know why the developer thought of adding this, but whatever. I guess he wanted to be similar to like the old school skating games. I prefer the beanie, if I'm honest with you. Give him a nice, what's that one? That's like a hoodie. We'll give him the t-shirt. And yeah, we'll give those pants. I'll take the black shoes. Guess we can have those headphones, why not? Oh, you even have the ability to have a backpack. Yeah, sure, we'll give him a backpack. And we have a board that we can have. Right. Let's have a wood grain board with like a bike grip. Is that a bike grip? Oh, give it the worn look with... So it's very limited. Again, keep in mind this game is in like version... I know, it's really early access, this game, as you could see from the thing. But, customization, there isn't much there. So let's try the build mode. And see how we get on with the build mode. So there's where my character will spawn. And we can just kind of go along. I guess we're supposed to create our own course, because I don't think it really... Yeah, I don't think... So basically, I think the game intends us to create a course first before we play anyway. I don't think there is any pre-made courses. It doesn't look like it, though, does it? Right, so... Holding down Y, I can turn, and we can adjust the height. That rotates it, alright. So we can place this here. We'll put that there. It's going to go... Oh god. So you have quite a lot of different things you can... There's even like a pallet jack. You can put a pallet jack over here. You can make a nice little area. And that's obviously... So that gives us a little ramp up onto the rail. Before we jump off. One thing I will say is I'm a bit disappointed that there isn't an option to do a curved rail. That's kind of annoying, but there's not much I can do about that. So, well, I've been playing around, there doesn't seem to be something like that. So here's ramps. So let's see if we can create our own little ramp thing here. Put that there. That there. So what about half pipes? Can I not create half pipes? Is that not a thing? Well, going through ramps, this is what we have. So I don't believe we can create a half pipe, which is kind of disappointing, really. Well, it is, really. What can you do? I'm not very imaginative when it comes to... In case you're wondering, I'm not that imaginative when it comes to creating yeah, I'm not very creative when it comes to creating parks and that. Even with curbs, interesting. Okay, marble design. Well, there is like a so there is a half corner here, so we could actually do something similar to that. So if we put that there, and then let's see if we can create a full circle. Oh yeah, be able to do that quite easily. Boom, there we go, full circle, and then we'll have a fridge. We'll have the one water machine in the middle. And so that's the thing. You want to get in there. I'm just saying, you want to get in there. Good luck. That's all I can say. A few bumps here. I do like the music. The music feels like music that obviously he's gotten from some kind of like non-copyright thing. I'm a little bit annoyed about the fact that I have to hold Y to turn the camera when the right analog stick is literally doing nothing. It's quite literally it is doing nothing. Okay, I'm trying to mess around here. Yeah, I'm trying to have a little mess around here with a few different things. Again, I have a feeling that it's not gonna let me. It's gonna be like, you need to create a park to be able to play in the park. So that's what I think what's going to happen. So that's why I'm doing this. Creating my own park a little bit. So we can make this massive. Can't make it go any lower than that, though. There we go. Put a little thing there. It's starting to resemble something, isn't it? Something. I'm just a little bit disappointed that there's no way of yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed that I can't. Yeah, bear with me, I'm just messing around here. Oh, that kind of clips, does it? Oh, interesting. You could say that's a handrail. There we go. Well, it's like a handrail, I guess. I don't know, something like that. We'll just say that's what it is, right? And we'll put another one here. I don't know why there's a chair there, don't ask questions. I'll tell you what we will do. We'll go here, and we want another curve. Yep, there we go, perfect. We're going to curve that there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to then go to rails. Oh, no, there we go. No, wait, no. Give me a minute. Right, they go there. And then we're going to have quite a turn here. There we go. I need again to make quite a long rail. There we go. What we're going to do is add a furniture here. I'm going to make it go a bit down there. Oh no, we're going to add. It's going to be. Oh no, it's going to be a fridge, and we're going to have a nice vending machine here. He's got to hop over those. So as you can see, it is turning into somewhat a skate park. I think I'm going to call it there for the skate park, and we're going to play the skate park now. So if we press start, main menu, hopefully it saves. It didn't really get. Yeah, okay. So there we go. There's our skate park. So we're going to play flat trainers free skate. So we're going to go on a free skate, hopefully. And here we are. Yes, we are in our skate park. Fantastic. So A is jump. Looks like the analog sticks are not implemented whatsoever in this game. You actually have to use the D-pad. Alright, so pressing down right trigger causes your skater to go forward. Oh, he's fallen over. Okay. So it does work. The skating mechanics leave a lot to be desired, if I'm honest. There we go. As you can see, it's a little bit funky. It's a little bit funky with the controls. I don't know why he didn't grind that, but there we go. Round and round we go. Where we'll stop, I don't know. Well, he fell over. There is like a slow-mo mode as well, by the way. So you hold down select. Guess what would be select? So you can't grind the stairs, by the way. In any other skateboarding game, I'd be able to grind the stairs because it's triangle. Or I guess In this case, it would be Y if you're using an Xbox One controller like me. Very strange. So you can go into slow motion like this. So we're now currently in slow motion. Oh, he's fallen over. And it decides to put me here. Okay. Right. Turn the slow motion off. If I'm honest with you, it's not great. It's a start, like I said, considering it's in very early access, this game. But this kind of feels like the kind of project that is going to remain in early access, is never going to get completed. I'm just being honest. I'm quite a reasonable person when it comes to games. You know, people think I might be quite harsh with a few games. I'm just a realist, right? I talk about the games. In case you're wondering, there is a manual option. I swear. Oh, Emily fallen over. I swear it was a manual option. But look, if there was a proper physics system here, which there isn't, which you kind of need for a good skateboarding game, you wouldn't be able to do this. Your character would naturally roll down, but instead you have to hold R2 or right trigger to cause your character to... And like I said, it's not very... It's just not very intuitive. The controls are really not that good. I'd say that the park creator, even though the park creator is incredibly basic, it's still better than the actual skateboarding itself, and that's really a really unfortunate thing. It's just not good. Again, it's in very early access. You may be saying, "Oh, you're complaining about a game that's in very early access." That's fine. Do you want me to just show you something, right? Show you something. Right. All right. I'm not going to play the game again. This game came out on the 15th of June 2021. So this game has been out for, as of me recording this video, this game has been out for over 6 months. We're just going to go with over 6 months. Right. I'd like to also point out the game isn't actually in early access. I've been talking about it being early access because it feels like an early access game. And yet this game is not early access at all. And that is alarming. It says it has old school control mechanics, which it does. Yeah, you know, like, I don't know, PlayStation 1 Pro Skater. But it doesn't have the same kind of effort put behind it. It really is very, very basic. Yes, we will be looking at this at some point, don't worry. Pro Gymnast. Oh, guarantee that this is a crypto miner. Absolutely no reason for a game like this to take 100% GPU. 100% GPU, really? Is that what it's doing? I don't see that, if I'm honest with you. It doesn't look like it's... So I'm currently looking at Task Manager, by the way. You won't see it yourself. You know, if you want to just see... Get out of it. There you go. There's Task Manager. So there's Grind. Yeah, no, I don't see it doing that. Firefox is taking up more memory than Grind is. Get out of it. So yeah, even the developer responded. That's what the developers say. But crypto miner, this is not. Okay. I'm pretty sure that might be just the game running terribly when it initially launched. If you look on the review, the date of the review there. Yeah, some people spent quite a bit of time in there. Turn up pro skater controls. Yeah, I could see this game being for a very certain type of person, but there's just, I don't think the developer is really that interested in expanding from this. It is very basic, and it definitely feels like a project that is in early access, and yet it somehow isn't. It's very weird. But I personally can't recommend Grind. It's not like the Video Kid, where, you know, it felt like a polished game and the price point was reasonable. For me personally, the price point is unreasonable for this game, and it feels incredibly unpolished. Feels very much like the game has just launched into early access. And yet this game has been out for over 6 months. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to say not very good. Not very good at all. Even if I am looking at these parks and they look reasonable. The controls aren't there. The park creator is very basic. I cannot recommend this, if I'm honest. I'm sorry.